Excited you're here with us this morning. If you're new to Unitarian Universalism, one of the things I always like to say is that we are covenantal. We are not creedal. And this means something very simple in words that can be summed up with words attributed to Francis David. You need not think alike to love alike. Love is the power that holds us all together and is at the center of our shared values. Being rooted in love, we believe that all human beings should be treated with dignity and respect. On this hill, we seek hope, love, justice together in community. And whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you are on your spiritual journey, and whatever your life circumstances, you are welcome here. And at this time, I would invite everyone to rise in body or spirit as you feel called to sing together our hymn of gathering. We are here together in this holy moment, and we're grateful for the winding road that brought us to this place, and we're grateful for the winding road that brought us to this place. It is our tradition in Unitarian Universalist churches to light a chalice before we start, and we do that by saying these words. We light this beacon of hope, sign of our quest for truth and meaning, in celebration of the life we share together. You may be seated. Today's invocation is from Reverend Joan Javier Duval. Here is where you can lay it down. Lay down all that you have carried in weight of the world that has rounded your back. Here is where you can rest, where nothing is expected, but that you bring all who you are. And if you would speak the covenant with me this morning. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek truth in love, and to help one another. And at this time, we will sing hymn number 318. And I would invite you to rise in body or spirit as you feel so called as we sing this song together. To the You may be seated.
Morning. You may be asking yourselves, why in the world would Rebecca sign up to be worship associate on the day after the auction? I mean, that's just cray-cray, okay? And the answer is, I have no idea. I have lots of announcements, so settle in. First of all, the auction. We did not reach our goal last night. We have a couple of ideas that are going to help us add to that. But if you got your checkbook with you and you want to make a donation, cast a donation to the auction, that would be awesome. And let's see here. What else was I going to say about that? This is no offense to anyone who has spoken to me this morning already. But could you wait a couple days before you start giving me bad feedback? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And there is some good news. Our carpets are all going to be cleaned. This one, downstairs, the stairs, we are funded for cleaning the carpet. So, and lots of other stuff here. There is a sign up for Feed the Homeless to Serve. And that's this coming Saturday, right, Anita?
Always the third Saturday.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't have that memorized. Yes, always the third Saturday. That's something to keep in mind. So if you'd like to go down to the day center and help serve the homeless, please sign up out in the fellowship hall. If you were at Trunk or Treat, you remember how wonderful and helpful the Boy Scouts were. Troop 970, they were bringing us water, they were bringing us more candy. It was awesome. So we've made I was going to say a little thank you card, but it's not. It's a big thank you card Kale made, and we'd love everybody to sign it so we can give them our thanks. Let's see. Game night is usually the third Thursday, but lots of stuff's been going on, and the game night organizers have made the decision to start up again in January with game night. So lots of stuff going on, holidays, et cetera, et cetera. See, what else did I want to talk about? There's Her Story tour. There is organizing a women's issues group here at Hope, and the first meeting is Thursday, November 14th. That's this Thursday, and they're going to organize and talk about various topics having to do with women, and kind of decide what to focus on. So that's Thursday, November 14th at 1:30. What else? A week from today, November 17th, after church, Children and Youth Religious Education is holding a sharing circle. This sharing circle is designed for parents, grandparents, volunteers, and just to talk about children and youth. And I think that's all I'm going to share today, because I can see you guys yawning and stuff.
Our meditation today is called Invitation to Arrive and Rest by Reverend Sherry Woodbury. Out of the din of the city, away from the noise of the crowds, we come to rest in this place, Set apart from the never-ending to-do lists, embrace the seventh day, a day of rest. We come to the warmth and stillness of this sacred hour. Remember, you have chosen to be here. Something in your life led you to arrive here now. Now, for this brief time, simply rest. Let the waves in your mind and heart gradually subside as you come home to yourself, holy and whole.
Ozymandias by Horace Smith. In Egypt's sandy silence, all alone, stands a gigantic leg, which far off throws the only shadow that the desert knows. I am great Ozymandias, saith the stone, the King of kings. This mighty city shows the wonders of my hand. The city's gone, naught but the leg remaining to disclose the site of this forgotten Babylon. We wonder, and some hunter may express wonder like ours, when through the wilderness where London stood, holding the wolf in chase, he meets some fragment huge and stops to guess what powerful but unrecorded race once dwelt in that annihilated place.
Cantate canticum novum, sing we a joyful new song. Cantate canticum novum, lift up your voice loud and strong. Cantate, cantate, cantate canticum novum, cantate. Cantate,
This is Ozymandias by Percy Bysshe Shelley. I met a traveler from an antique land who said, "Two vast, trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read, which yet survive stamped on these lifeless things, a hand that mocked them and a heart that fed." On the pedestal, these words appear, "My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty in despair." Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of the colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sand stretched far away. Ozymandias by Percy Shelley is considered one of his most popular poems. You might have noted that this is different than the poem we used in the reading, and there's a reason for that. It was Christmas 1817. Horace Smith was spending time with Percy and Mary Shelley, and at the time it was common to have competitions in writing poems and see who could do it first and who could do it better. This time, the subject was a statue of Ramses the Great that was being moved to the museum in London. Ramses' Greek name was Ozymandias. And they were to write a poem entitled Ozymandias. In a story in Bibliotheca Historica by Greek historian Diodorus, he is said to have written this inscription beneath his statue. "King of kings, Ozymandias am I. If any want to know how great I am and where I lie, let him outdo me in my work." Because I love the poem so much, I'm going to read it again. So listen for some themes in the poetry this time. I met a traveler from an antique land who said, "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lips of sneer and cold command tell that this sculptor well those passions read, which yet survived, stamped these lifeless things. The hand that mocked them, the heart that fed, and on the pedestal these words appear, "My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty in despair." Nothing beside remains round that decay of the colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone level sands stretch far away. The poem is considered one of Shelley's best, so I guess he won the competition. But just in case you don't get the story, there's this guy wandering through the desert. And he came upon this set of stone legs, and down the way from the set of stone legs, there was this big head The head was buried in the sand, and there was nothing near where the legs stood save the inscription, I am Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look upon my works in despair. The poem wants us to take certain themes with us. First, hubris and arrogance. This guy thinks a lot of himself. I suspect writing these words on the statue like the statue is going to stand there forever, like the city was going to stand there forever, like they were going to rule and reign forever, like death would never come or the sands would never overtake this space. The other thing the story tries to help us understand is impermanence. Nothing stands forever and all men fall. I think during this period following the most recent election, it's important to remember that nothing stands forever and all men fall. It's like the author of Ecclesiastes tells us there's truly nothing new under the sun. I'm reminded of this one scene from Planet of the Apes. You know the one I'm talking about. The original one with Charlton Heston, where he goes into the desert and finds that he's not actually on some alien world, but he's on a destroyed earth. And he realizes it because he sees the arm of the Statue of Liberty buried in the sand and realized that we destroyed ourselves. Does anyone remember what he said? You blew it up. Anyway. Nothing is permanent. Nothing stands the test of time. I know in many contexts this can be a very depressing statement, but for many UUs around the country and maybe one or two in this room, it brings us a monicum of peace. And it's important to find peace during this time. It's very important to find peace because what's coming down the road might be very dangerous for people who are very important to us. Project 2025 would work to remove the few protections gay and lesbian couples already have and seek to harm those who are born trans, not to mention the rolling back of the Civil Rights Code. See, it's important to rest and rejuvenate. It's important to mourn the loss of what could have been. It's important to mourn and listen with those people who are least secure. And remember the lines from the old poem that stands on Lady Liberty. Keep ancient lands your storied pomp, cries she, with silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore, send these, the homeless tempest tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. If ever the words of the new Colossus were more important than now. But then I wonder, as I compare Lady Liberty standing in New York Harbor, are we just staring at an Ozymandias for a new age? Maybe it's time to retire her poem. Or maybe edit the poem. I read it right, didn't I? Send these, the homeless, tempest tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Maybe we write something new on the new Colossus, a newer Colossus that says, my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings, look upon my works in despair. Or maybe I'm just angry and this sermon's becoming a vehicle for that. It might be a good idea for me to remember that everything changes and the only real constant in the world is change. Octavia Butler, in her book Parable of the Sower, says, all you touch, you change. All that you change changes you. The only lasting truth is change. God is change. Mathematician Alfred North Whitehead would go as far to say that the appearance of any substance, any physical substance, is part of a limited view. Meaning fruit rots, iron rusts, and even galaxies do not endure. Everything is always in process. Everything is changing. Everything is moving. Following the election of President Joe Biden, President Joe Biden said, "Setbacks are unavoidable, but giving up is unforgivable." I believe that message because I believe in impermanence. I believe that message because I believe the future has not been written. And finally, I believe that message because I believe we are always in process. We are always becoming something new. We are becoming something new every day. The future cannot be stolen from us because no one can own it and no one can grasp it. The gift of Percy Shelley's poem lies in the final lines. Nothing beside remains round the decay of the colossal wreck, boundless and bare. The lone level stands stretched far away. The gift of the future is that everything changes. Everything is just the next part of the process. And everything is connected. And I think again of those words by Octavia Butler. All you touch, you change. All that you change changes you. The only lasting truth is change. God is change. But I end this story today, and I end this story shorter than normal. But I end this story today not in the same vein of frustration and pain that I started with. I end it with hope, because hope cannot be taken away. And there is nothing more rebellious than looking into the face of our accuser and having hope. So I leave you with these words from Vice President Kamala Harris. When we fight, we win. But that doesn't mean the fight doesn't take a while. And it doesn't mean we won't win. The important thing is that we never give up. Thank you for listening. At this congregation, we have a generosity recipient every month, and that generosity recipient for this month is the UUA Disaster Relief Fund that helps fund churches that have been harmed in the recent storms, that helps directly fund people in communities that are struggling following major devastations across the world. And as we consider climate change and as we consider the way that hurricanes are getting stronger, it's important that we continue to help fund these projects. If you would like to give directly to the UUA Disaster Relief Fund, please make your checks out to Hope Unitarian Church and put generosity in the memo line. Any cash donations will go directly towards the generosity recipient, but if you have cash and you would like it to go towards the operating fund or to pay your pledge, there should be envelopes in the baskets. Otherwise, any donation goes towards the operating fund. Sorry. Thank you. Please give with hope for the future. We give thanks for the offering. We build on foundations we did not lay. We warm ourselves at fires we did not light. We sit in the shade of trees we did not plant. We drink from wells we did not dig. We profit from persons we did not know. We are ever bound in community. Our final hymn today will be number 1000 in your teal hymnal. It's 1002? Okay. Will be hymn number 1002 in your hymnal. Comfort me. You may rise in body or spirit as you feel called. Let's extinguish our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. And as you go forth, remember, everything changes. Everything we change changes us. We are change. Thank you.
We have spent time together, and those holy moments give us strength to go down the winding road.
so much. I